Our next participants, Korukonda Sainik School students Madhukar, Shajikumar and Leeladhar Sriharsha.
Thank you. Ma'am, can we use the podium?
Yeah.
Okay, I will operate. Madhukar, you chair.
Please maintain silence, please.
Good evening, everyone. We are from Science School Korukonda. We want to speak about my given topic, emotional intelligence. Chasing 160 runs in Australia in front of 92,000 crowd, that too against Pakistan. The situation is at 31 for 4. Every player felt that it's a task of uphill, but only one man did this thing. That is Virat Kohli. He proved himself as the greatest player of all time with this innings. He scored just 8. He is very good at self-awareness. He knows himself as he is a senior player, but he took the initiative and he stayed at the crease and till the innings of the last ball. And he is very good at decision making. He selected the right bowler Haris Rauf at the 19th hour. He finished the match with the style, with the shot of the century. But why I linked this one is, what is the difference between other 10 players with him? He's adding the emotional intelligence to his game. First of all, what is emotional intelligence? It is about recognizing, understanding, managing and influencing the emotions of ours and others. It is basically in 5 components. That is self-awareness, self-regulation, empathy, motivation and social skills. Actually, people with more EQ, that is emotional quotient, has more personal, more balanced life than the people who is having more IQ. In the Ramayana, India's one of the greatest literature, has displayed all these emotional intelligence traits through their characters. Here, few examples are there whom I have selected from the Ramayana who displayed emotional intelligence through their roles. First, Rama. If you compare Rama, his calm acceptance of being exiled to forest, and he never disrespect his father's order. Secondly, he never letting anger or despair to control over his emotion at any point in his life. Thirdly, even the situations when his personal losses were happened, he never loses his calm and he's always with composed mind and focus only on his responsibilities. And his principles are very clear that he is very strict with his father's orders, and every time he obeys whatever he is telling, he will obey his orders. Next, Sita. Sita is known for his mental and emotional strength. Even after being abducted by Ravana, she never loses her love for Rama and always have a faith and hope that Rama will come and take her from the Lanka. Now Hanuman. Hanuman is known for his loyalty. He set the example of best example for the loyalty, how we have to how we should be the loyalty to our divine. And he also, when he met Sita in Lanka, his ability to feel her emotions made not only him a great warrior, but also a matured guy with full understanding of emotions. Now Ravana, he is being the great and fully highest level of wisdom, but still he was died in a common man because of his because of his emotions which are not in control, and his bad desires. These all things made him to destroy his entire life and his entire generation. Now self-awareness. What is self-awareness? It is the ability to recognize your own emotions and how effectively you are using your emotions to talk with each other. At last, I want to tell that when when awareness is brought to your emotion, it means you have brought power to your life. Now my friend will continue this.
Good morning again to everyone. This is Cadet P. Madhukar from Sainik School, Korukonda. I would like to continue our presentation. Now, before I start my topic, I would like to ask you a question. What does a common man need in his life? Most of your answers might be money, power, respect, education, skill, freedom. Okay. Now take the case of Lord Rama. He has everything a man wants in his life. He was about to be the king of Ayodhya. He was trained by Vasishtha. He was purely skilled. He was married to Sita. And he has more respect in Ayodhya. So out of nowhere, someday the Dasharatha Maharaja came and asked him to leave for exile for 14 years. What would an ordinary man do in do in his place? He would have requested, or he would have argued with his father. But Lord Rama did not. You know why? The answer to this question lies in one of the key components of emotional intelligence, which is self-regulation. Self-regulation is the ability to manage your own emotions. Self-regulation is the ability to manage your own emotions, thoughts and actions. In tough times, person with self-regulation is able to pause, think and then act accordingly to derive the best output of the situation. Now, in the case of Lord Rama, he was deeply saddened by the decision made by his father. But still he controlled his own emotions and he could overcome the emotions, and he calmly agreed to the decision to father, honoring his words. Now, why not one more example from Ramayana? Sita Ma. While Sita Ma is in exile, while Sita Ma was held captive in Lanka, she faced an immense, immense emotional turmoil. Then Sita Ma was facing, there was a, that was a dangerous situation over there, being in between demons, but still she did not, leave faith or hope on Rama. She was so self-aware, she was so self-regulated that she could just remain calm in such a situation. Now moving on, I would give an example from real life, which is Mahatma Gandhi. During the independence struggle, Mahatma Gandhi faced a lot of oppression, but still he did not let anger or violence take over his decisions. He just stayed back to ahimsa and peace protests, challenging the British. One more example I want to give from real life, it is Nelson Mandela. you all know Nelson Mandela was imprisoned for 27 years under apartheid, but still he did not, he did not set back. He just stood up for the better outcome of South Africa. Now one more example, it is a very good example, Abraham Lincoln. In spite of his personal loss, like the death of his son, he still stayed and he fought for the America in the hardest times of his America, that is Civil War. Now, as I told about Sita Ma, I would like to explain a situation where Hanuman came to Lanka. Hanuman asked Sita Ma that he asked Sita Ma that he will help her to escape from Lanka, but Sita Ma denied. You know why? Sita Ma was motivated by the faith in Rama. Now, motivation is one more concept in emotional intelligence. Motivation is something which drives you forward towards your goals. It can be from inside or it can be from outside, like desires or external rewards or something. Now, the best example from Ramayana is Vibhishana. Vibhishana, being the brother of Ravana, he still joined Rama because he was motivated by he was motivated by knowing what is right and wrong. Going against their own family is not actually so easy, but Vibhishana could do that because he was truly motivated by the dharma. Next, I would state one example from real life, which is Captain Vikram Batra. During the Kargil War 1999, Indian Army thought it was impossible to capture Tiger Hills. Tiger Hills was captured by Pakistan that time. They were on the hilltop and we were below. We could not go even near to them because they were firing from the top, which was advantage for them. So Indian Army and every force in India thought that was impossible to do. But the motivation inside Indian Army made that impossible thing possible. You know, Captain Vikram Batra, for motivating their fellow soldiers, Captain Vikram Batra also created few slogans like "Ye dil mange more," this heart wants more. Now moving to one more example from real life, which is Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan is one of the famous basketball players. He was removed from the basketball team of his school. From that day onwards, he turned his failures into his motivation, and he also said that I failed and failed again and again, and that's why I succeeded. This shows Michael Jordan turned his failures into motivation. Now, one more example, J.K. Rowling. Most of you have read Harry Potter. So, J.K. Rowling has been rejected by many producers for her books, by many producers by her script. But she kept on writing and writing, and one day she became the author of the bestseller Harry Potter. And she said, and solid rock bottom became a foundation on which I built my success. I would share one more example from the Kargil War 1999. Here, Captain Vikram Batra. So I will continue the story. Then one situation was there where a Sipahi was shot by Pakistan, and he was not able to move, but he was alive. He was not able to move, but he was alive. Captain Vikram Batra saw him, and he did not think about his life. He did not think about his own family. He just went on to save that fellow, his fellow soldier. During this trial to save him, he has been shot 3-4 times, and he is bleeding, but still he did not stop. He dragged the soldier out of the situation. And after capturing the Tiger Hills, he martyred, actually he died after capturing the Tiger Hills. Such a brave act he has done. This is done because he has one more component of emotional intelligence, which is empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand others' feelings and, you know, to understand others' feelings and connect to them. It is just simply by, it is just connecting to people by recognizing their feelings. Now, I would give an example which is Jatayu. You all must have heard, there are many speeches given on Jatayu until now. There is no much to tell, but I will state Jatayu did not stand when Ravana was trying to abduct Sita. He was not a matter for Ravana to fight, but he fought. He did not give up. He lost his life during this, but still Jatayu waited for Rama. When Lord Rama came, he did not ask for help. He just told that Sita was taken by Ravana. And I think one group has mentioned Trijata today. Trijata is a demoness in Ravana's palace. So, where many demoness were bullying Sita, but Trijata gave her hope that that Rama will come to save her. This shows empathy in Trijata. Now, example from real life, which is Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa was so passionate to save people, she is so passionate to save sick and poor people from India. This shows how she dedicated her whole life to save people. This shows her empathy. And Malala Yousafzai, she is from Pakistan actually. She is an activist. She fought for women education, and in Pakistan, women were, when Taliban were there, women were killed if they were educated. She survived one Taliban attack. She was shot in head actually, but she still survived from an attack, and she was the youngest female to receive the Nobel Peace Prize. From here on, my friend will continue. Thank you.
Hello. A pleasant good afternoon to everyone who are present over here. Today, I, Cadet P.R. Shah, representing Science School Korukonda, group number 28, is going to continue this further topic. As you can say, my topic is actually a part of a subpart. You can say my topic is actually social skills, holiest approach of Ramayana, and finally I will be giving the conclusion and vote of thanks. Now coming to social skills. Everyone knows social skills are important in our day-to-day life. First of all, we know what is social skills, then we will know how it is useful in life. And now coming to social skills. Social skills are essential for effective communication and relationship building. Key skills include active listening, non-verbal communication, conflict resolution, assertiveness, and empathy and humor, which can ease tension. These skills are what you call cultivated throughout our living. It is not that in 1 day or 2 days we will be able to communicate easily, happily, and effectively. And now coming towards social skills, examples of social skills from Ramayana. One of Rama's commitment to Dharma. One of the most striking examples of Ramayana is Rama's commitment to Dharma. His choice to uphold his father's decision upon his own grief. As you can see, Rama chose to go to exile, even though he was not forced to go into exile. His father just came and asked him, you have to go into exile as your mother asked. Rama recognizes his larger responsibility as a prince and the importance of Dharma in maintaining societal order. In maintaining societal order, he has embodies emotional maturity, showing how emotional intelligence allows one to prioritize the greater good over personal emotions. And I want to state an example of Rama meeting Hanuman and 𝐷𝐷. Unity across social service. As you can see, the story of Rama's alliance with Hanuman and 𝐷𝐷 shows the social collaboration across social boundaries as we can see, hello, as we can see, Sugriva and Hanuma, even though belong to Vanara group, Rama won't hesitate to even ask help from them. Forgiveness and reconciliation. The Ramayana places a significant emphasis on conflict resolution and forgiveness. As you can see in the example of Vibhishana taking refuge in Rama's camp. Vibhishana, even though a brother of Ravana, comes to Rama's camp. Ravana, not listening to other ministers, takes him into his camp. And another example is Hanuman's communication skill. We can see that Hanuman in the Kishkinda Kanda highlights his remarkable communication skills while communicating with Rama and Lakshmana. As you can see, he did not want to reveal his identity as a Varna, but want to communicate with them and know what were their intentions of coming here. And now I am going to talk about the holiest approach of Ramayana. First of all, the Ramayana is a sacred and revered text in the Hinduism, offering deep spiritual, ethical and moral conduct. Its holiest approach goes beyond the narrative and delves into the values of dharma, bhakti, ethical conduct, morality, divine faith in God and surrender to divine will. And finally, I am going to talk about the divine incarnation of Lord Rama. First of all, dharma, righteousness. At the heart of the Ramayana, it's the concept of dharma, the righteous path. Actually, we can see the Ramayana is overall dependent upon what you call the dharma. Without dharma, his decision to go into exile to honor his father's promise, despite the personal pain it causes him, demonstrates his unwavering commitment to duty. Bhakti, devotion. As you can see, Bhakti or devotion is a central theme particularly embodied by the character of Hanuman. Hanuman is very well devoted to Lord Rama. And now coming to the third part of my topic, surrender and faith. The Ramayana also emphasizes on surrender to the divine will and faith in God. Ethical conduct and morality. Through Ramayana, characters like Rama, Lakshmana and Hanuman exemplifies ethical conduct and moral integrity. Rama's unwavering commitment to true justice is seen when he refuses to waver from his promises. And finally, I am going to talk about the divine incarnation of Lord Rama. Rama is not only a prince, but also a divine incarnation of Lord Vishnu. His life is seen as a divine play meant to guide humanity. Rama's actions, choices, and experience are viewed as a divine blueprint for how humans should strive to live. For example, when Rama slays Ravana, it symbolizes the triumph of good over evil. And more importantly, it shows how to combat the inner voices like ego, anger and attachment. And in summary, the Ramayana offers a holiest approach to the blending of righteousness, devotion, surrender and moral integrity to guide individuals on their spiritual journey. And finally, for conclusion, I have prepared many slides, but I am thinking of going on onto my own. As you can see, emotional intelligence is a concept which is required in everyone's life. And you may think that we have to be like this, like that in emotional intelligence. But I am studying in a defense school. And in the defense school now, from the age of 12, you will be learning the life of emotional intelligence. As you can see in the starting, they have mentioned the 16 qualities. The 16 qualities which in our defense it is called as OLQs, officer-like qualities. And I am proud to say that everyone of Science School Korukonda has the 16 qualities in them. Or else they would have not been able to select into Science School Korukonda also. That's what makes the Science School Korukonda a different par among others. And vote of thanks. And to conclude, I would like to give the vote of thanks. First of all, I would like to thank Janvi ma'am, our mentor, for her extensive insights on the topic. And I want to thank Sriram sir for the last minute chance which he allowed me to do. And finally Nitya ma'am, who has helped throughout the course of event. And I want to thank my escort, Mr. Ravikumar sir and our chemistry teacher, Mr. Mersini, who has helped throughout the paperwork. Sir, without his help, we would have not been able to present here today also. Thank you and Jai Hind.
So it's an honor that Korukonda Sainik School has participated in this mega conclave because they are the real heroes of our country. Yes or no? Yes. So వారిని సత్కరించవలసిందిగా రామనారాయణం కుటుంబ సభ్యులు శ్రీనివాస్ నారాయణం గారిని రామయ్య గారిని కోరుతున్నాం. గౌరీ నిత్య గారిని